Greetings, angelic, Adenic legion of light of the 144, rising up through this great ascension. You are remembering who you are and why you came through this great remembering, activating the 144 code within your genetic encodings. You are remembering your great mission here through these portals of the dawning of the new earth, the new Eden, the new Jerusalem. We had many codes, activations coming through, these higher dimensional gamma waves coming in directly from 7D to assist consciousness and humanity to rise up through the energies of the 4D into 5D, here now, through the rainbow bridge, through this sacred vessel. We had many codes, activations appearing on the Schumann charts of the last 24 hours. From Sohila, we hit an amplitude 34 hertz within the gamma brainwave range. This is divine assistance coming in to help us with our current circumstances. We had multiple waves of 30, 33, 38, 41. So we have the 333 and the 5 energies coming in. And from Cosmic Gateway, Alicia Brash. Here we go, Soul Tribe. We have a massive ramp of energy in effect. The Schumann resonance is going off currently. And yesterday we had one of the biggest sunspots of the solar cycle 25, in progress and still growing in size. With all the things happening on the globe platform, we have just entered into the most interesting part of 2020. And we are now 1 week away, less than 1 week from the 1111 gateway, which is going to be a very powerful and almost explosively expansive energy. And you get to decide which way you want to use that energy. Choosing your own frequency is like choosing your own reality at this time. How are you traveling? It's certainly been a melting pot of excitement, exhaustion, and eagerness as we move through this space. That's from Cosmic G8, number 8way.com. We're also seeing many light codes, light language coming through the Schumann charts. We see the streams as they're coming in from the galactic center. We had 99 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. The 99 is the code, the frequency, the energy of the sky beings, such as the thunder beings, which are here to assist us now in this great awakening of consciousness, this quantum leap. We had a powerful 3.3 activation in Hawaii, in the heart of Lemuria. And these Lemurian energies are coming through with these light codes, and they will be fully activated through the crystalline grid on Pachamama, through the 1111 portal. Part of our mission is to assist in this rising of the Lemurian and Atlantean energies, the divine feminine, the west, divine masculine of the east, connecting with divine masculine of the north, divine feminine of the south. That is the eagle flying with the condor. We had a 5.0 in Indonesia, also on the Ring of Fire. Chile, 4.3, 43 kilometers depth. So we have the 7-7 encoded. In Antofagasta, Chile, which is right on the Tropic of Capricorn, 2349 UTC, 22.979 latitude, 70.271 longitude, and that is in the sacred Andes Mountains, the home of our sacred condor. And then in the north, right on the Antarctic Circle, in northern Alaska, a 3.4, also 7 code, 3 kilometers depth. So 343, and that was at 15 UTC at 66.325 latitude, 157.188 longitude. So the 88 codes, we had multiple codes coming in of the 88, 18, 118, and the 88 Lionsgate with the Lyran energies. We had a powerful 4.8 in the sacred portal of Easter Island, connecting with the Christos energy, the crystalline code, which was also right on the Tropic of Capricorn, the lower dantian of the tropics. 334 UTC, 4.8 magnitude to 12 energy at 23.526 latitude, 114.875 longitude, and then another activation in the sacred portal in Chile with a 4-4 activation, 4-4 magnitude, 740 UTC, and that was 41 kilometers depth, 25.447 latitude, 70.405. So we also have the 444 encoded. Then multiple activations in the crown. Sandpoint, Alaska 3-9. Sandpoint, Alaska 5-1. Akutan, Alaska 4-5. So the 6, the 9, and the 11, all preparing us for the 1111 portal. Then we had a powerful 4.9 with the 13, Divine Goddess, right on the border of Russia and Mongolia. This was right in the heart of the ancient Mongolian Empire, close to Lake Baikal. This was northeast of the sacred Altai Mountains. The Altai is the north, the Himalayan the south. It forms like a big eye around Mongolia, Tibet, China. So the top would be the Altai, the bottom lid the Himalayan, and then the iris in the middle, Tian Shan and Kunlun Mountain. Then right in the middle, the pupil, Taklamakan Desert. That is the sacred portal. That is the void, the portal into the higher dimensions, into heaven on earth. And then today we had 2 powerful earthquakes in the sacred portals of Iran. And this is connected with the Persian Empire, the Persian, ancient Persian mythos, and gnosis. We had one in southern Iran with a 4-4 at 405 UTC, and then an activation in western Iran. So we have the south and the west coming together, divine feminine. That's the Shakti within the Shakti, with 4-7 with the 11 energy, 1039 UTC, 10 kilometers depth, 31.877 latitude, 49.063 longitude. And all of these activations and frequencies are preparing us for this powerful 1111 gateway next week, which will be right in the middle for the middle Dantian and the second portal to my sacred condor next Wednesday. We'll start today's first transmission, the Native Elders meditation of the day from My Heart Speaks. This is from the village wise man from the Sioux nation. The honor of the people lies in the moccasin tracks of the woman. Walk the good road. Be dutiful, respectful, gentle, and modest, my daughter. Be strong with the warm, strong heart of the earth. No people goes down until their women are weak and dishonored or dead upon the ground. Be strong and sing the strength of the great powers within you, all around you. The elders say the Native American women will lead the healing among the tribes. We need to especially pray for our women and ask the Creator to bless them and give them strength. Inside them are the powers of love and the strength given by the moon and the earth. When everyone else gives up, it is the women who sings the songs of strength. She is the backbone of the people. So to our women we say, sing your songs of strength. Pray for your special powers, and keep our people strong. Be respectful, gentle, and modest. O Great One, bless our women, make them strong today. And this is from the book Meditations with Native American Elders, The 4 Seasons, by Don L. Coyhis. That's Coyhis. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn, the new earth energies are anchoring, including the new 7th dimensional Elysium energies, focus on peace and beauty. There is a big wave of anxiety and anguish moving through the collective right now. It can feel overwhelming. Transmute this energy with the violet flame. Focus on the golden light within you. All is well. Blessings and love to everyone. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, the crystalline grid of Gaia. Last night, as I connected to my team, I received a wave of light energy of assurance, confirming the next stage is underway. I'm shown many ships surrounding Gaia and have been told they are in place and ready. For the first time in many months, I feel energetically reassured that everything is in place. I'm also provided guidance about our global positioning as lightworkers. I'm shown the crystalline grid of Gaia and lightworkers strategically positioned as beams of light to know how connected we are, family, and our daily connection is reverberating through Gaia's network of light. The Arcturians, we see your growth exponentially as the next stage of preparations are now in place. To ground, rest, and feel assured within the upcoming weeks and days to come, many of you are prepared and actively assisting in the upcoming transition point. Know all of your hard work has led you to this now moment. Your contributions are greatly appreciated. To continue holding a high vibrational love energy in your field, walk in a spectrum of high vibrational light to integrate your multidimensional awareness. Feel the lightness of your vehicle as the upgrades stream through to unconditionally assist the process as we do. Be love, be light, sending waves of cosmic love. The Arcturians and Karen Lithica from KarenLithica.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Sixtina Friedrich. Solar Union Galactic Light Ship 4114. I felt the incoming waves of energy already in meditation early morning. When I got to the beach, it was crystal clear, besides this one cloud that caught my attention. The sun was rising from below, then the cloud stretched across and moved under the sun. This galactic light ship acted as a major portal to frequency and a very high solar energy codes. I almost felt like I was lifting off. This experience showed me how we are the portals and the matrix shifters as we are able to align with the amazing available energy and light geometry and love revolution. Love Sixtina. Hugh, and today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. Perhaps the greatest lessons in mastery come in having no regrets. One has lived one's life as best as one could, under the reigning circumstances. Every single experience in some way contributed towards your own highest soul good in some ways you might only realize in retrospect. All has served you in some way. Thank the lesson. Thank the experience. Thank the souls who contributed towards your soul growth in whatever form this might have come. Thank the divine for always guiding you through all of this, and the angels who were carrying you through when you could not stand anymore or walk on your own 2 feet. You have lived. That is more than enough. Indeed, it was what your soul has come to experience, and that is why you are here. From JudithKusel.com and from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Pars Kute, we are currently moving through a highly energized place in space. All bands within the electromagnetic light spectrum have increased. The Schumann resonance has had unprecedented spikes. Incoming cosmic, gamma, and X-rays from far off distant galaxies are also bombarding Earth, increasing exponentially as well. The sun has been very busy with coronal mass ejections and solar flares, also having an impact socially, economically, and physically. These incoming energies can create mood swings, lethargy, emotional outbursts, social and economic changes, severe weather, and an increase in volcanic and earthquake activity. The Earth is expanding with these energies. There also is the influx of higher consciousness and energy that comes with the presence of higher dimensional beings, adding to the consciousness and energy of the planet. In truth, God's source is the one consciousness that encompasses all consciousness on all planes and dimensions throughout the multiverse, the omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient creator within all creation. As all great masters, saints, and sages have told us, the temple is within. By going within through conscious prayer, meditation, and other spiritual practices, we expand in awareness and consciousness until we become one with the one consciousness. The only difference between us and higher dimensional beings is they have access to and utilize more of the unified field, the one consciousness. That access is now on Earth like never before. a golden opportunity to take a quantum leap in consciousness. There is a plan, it is multidimensional, and in the end, God's source wins. The beast will fall. All those aligned with the beast will fall with it. The earth is ascending. Those who cannot raise their frequencies, release the past, heal and align themselves with universal law, cannot sustain themselves or their kingdoms. There will be a great unraveling. What we are seeing right now, especially during these elections, is the Great Awakening. Nothing will remain hidden. Try as they might to cover up the truth, the deep state, the corporate-sponsored mainstream media, even the social media, those who have sold their souls for fame, power, and wealth, will be exposed in deed and character. Those who have lied to the masses, use them by creating divisions in culture, race, and religion to further their own position, power, and wealth will be exposed. America is not perfect. It is a work in progress. It is more aligned with universal law than any other country. America's destiny is not to be another third world country, which is where the controllers want to take us. At one point, you were halfway there. We dodged a bullet. Now we have another chance to set things right. America is on a different course. A wave of freedom, higher consciousness, and energy is flowing through America. It will affect the entire world which is watching, praying for America. It is sponsored on high, and it will be victorious. The forces behind it are unimaginable. Now is the time to demand all the freedoms be fully restored. Hold accountable those who have trespassed on these freedoms and continue to lie to and deceive the people. No longer follow as willing participants or in ignorance the dictates of the controllers, for the end goal is our enslavement and eventual demise. They are governed by evil, seen and unseen, that care nothing for humanity or the earth. There is God's source, last stand, what some call Armageddon, the vanquishing of evil and the beginning of 1,000 years of peace. As the prophecies foretold, this is the death of the beast, the beginning of 1,000 years of peace where Earth joins the rest of the universe, a grand reunion with the star nations that takes a quantum leap in evolution. It's time to stand tall in our own divinity, make universal law the law of the land, universal peace, brother, sisterly love, individual freedom and prosperity for all, with sacred love of one, Pars Kute, and from divine sister of the light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. Retrogrades that were serving Holy Grail unions are ending. The divine masculine Christ are fully equipped for their rebirth as kings of Christ. We are now entering a new season of lush harvest. This is all supporting the womb, the mother, the rose, the bride, Magdalene, the Grail cup, and the chalice. She is ready for the stargate opening to receive her bridegroom. This is happening for the elect 144. You have superseded your oaths, starseeds. The Holy Grail bridegrooms are receiving verdicts today that are needed for their rise into union. This is restoring the life force energy of Christ that is now entering their system today, pursuing them in holy matrimony. This marital contract is done and complete. Union of the beloveds. This information was seeded and planted in your counterpart in October 2020. It is now being activated and lit. Soon the divine masculine will know exactly what to do to ascend into their Lion of Judah template as kings of Christ in the new earth. Today is a great transformation for the messianic bloodline, seed branch of King David and King Arthur. Genetic DNA codes have awakened in the divine masculine messianic bloodline today. This is removing the illusions in the bridegrooms. This clarity and truth from within is showing them that the way home is to be in Heros Gamos union with their divine feminine Christ. And today from Isis channelings, Samhain portal of the crone, maternal ancestry wounding. We may forgive, we may even give gratitude for the soul strengths that our wounds and traumas led us to, but first we need to heal. Our soul needs to heal from the ancestral traumas that have been passed down generations. Any energy healing, no matter what the modality, will only give temporary relief when dealing with physical, emotional ailments that are manifestations of soul trauma passed down generations, unless we isolate the source, the ancestral wound. The healing of the mother wound, with special emphasis on the maternal ancestry, continues now into the second, waning phase of Taurus full moon as it wanes to the Scorpio dark moon via the assistance of the crone, dark goddess, and the horned god of the current Samhain portal. The first phase was Libra new moon waxing to Taurus full moon via the goddess portal of the Navratris. Through the Gregorian calendar fixes Samhain, Halloween, on October 31st. The ancient Julian calendar, around 11th century, celebrated Samhain when Pleiades, our earthly portal of birth and rebirth, climbed to its highest point in the sky, which falls on November 21st this year. However, as Samhain is originally a cross-quarter festival, hence according to solar calculation, it occurs when the sun reaches 15 degrees Scorpio, which is November 6th this year, solar Samhain. And according to lunar calculations, dark moon of Scorpio, lunar Samhain, is on November 14, and hence we are currently in a powerful 3-week Samhain portal currently, or some may say Samhain. Interestingly, the ancient Celts and Druids considered Samhain to be the beginning of their New Year cycle, as they revered the power of darkness, transformation, regeneration, rest, and renewal, which ultimately made rebirth possible. So the day after Samhain is celebrated as the first day of the new year, new cycle of the wheel of the year. This finds an interesting parallel in India, where according to ancient traditions, Diwali is celebrated on the Amvasya dark moon phase, 14 November, and is considered the beginning of the new Hindu lunar year, when all business and trade ledgers are started afresh with the blessings of the goddess Lakshmi and Lord Ganesh. But in certain parts of India, it is the dark goddess Kali who is revered on Diwali night, bringing us back to the importance of the dark goddess crone and the Samhain portal, and the gifts it has to offer. This is a potent time to heal and release wounds of the maternal ancestry, particularly those wounds that have been passed down generations, mostly unconsciously, that guilt, belittle a daughter, son, sister, brother, for attempting to shine his light. These actions originating from feelings of suppression, oppression, and restrictions that the mother herself faced, and is now passed down to generations further laced with resentment, envy, jealousy, anger, that seeks to nip in the bud the first traces the daughter-sister shows of having a light that is free, sovereign, and powerful via acts of guilting, belittling, sarcasm, or outright rejection and sabotage of the spark that holds potential of shining so true and bright and sovereign, thus threatening the mother's own mother wounds that she has so far been using as a weapon, emotional blackmail and victimhood, to reap self-serving benefits and supposed comforts of conformity within the comfort zone. Samhain presents us with the opportunity to dive into the deep, dark, watery depths of the cauldron womb of the earth goddess, so that with these given dives into the subconscious, we ferret out which needs to be honored and given gratitude for, the harvest we have so far reaped, that which needs to be grieved, released, and let go and released, the soul trauma that needs to be healed and released, the ancient and new debts that we owe and that which needs to be transformed and transfigured, our inner knowings and wisdom, the rest and healing and recalibration that we may now undertake as we withdraw our energies deep within, just like the moon is currently pulling in her light, and the Earth Mother is slowly calling in her energies, for a regenesis is underway. The horned god, Stag, at the edge of the mist, beckons you to follow him now, for he will part the mist, the veils, between the dimensions for you to access, honor, heal, forgive your ancestors. Goddess Bast now appears to assist you in your transitions of consciousness from one level of existence to another, to assist in healing these soul traumas and wounds of maternal ancestry. Hecate, crone energy of Bast, now fires up her cauldron of transformation and alchemy to allow your old shadow self to die so that a new you is birthed, where shadows, traumas are replaced with ancient wisdom and intuitive knowings so that you may shine your light bright, true, free, and sovereign. Be light, in grace. IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. Today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Michael Love. The event 2020, the final battle for Earth. Pleiadian Light Forces transmissions. 11/1/2020, channeled by Michael Love. A special message to the starseeds of New Earth for immediate planetary broadcast. Prelude. The following information is derived from direct decoded etheric transmissions from benevolent light forces docked in Earth's solar system, and some of the data comes directly from certain inside Earth Alliance members known as the White Hats and the Great White Brotherhood, strategically placed in key positions of power by the galactics on the surface of planet Earth. Great ones, as planet Earth moves further along the Gamma timeline towards the end of the Earth year 2020, a massive fleet of benevolent light forces docked in Earth's solar system were given a green light go directive to initiate the final operation Ascension Earth. In the final battle between light and darkness for ownership of planet Earth, Delta forces of light have now confirmed an overwhelming victory over most remaining Draco forces that were hidden in sublunar space, and the energetic path is now clear for the planet to begin moving into the fifth dimension. The Pleiadians have conveyed to certain Earth Alliance members that the entire ancient 3D matrix control system that has gripped the beings of Earth for eons is going to completely fall apart now. Like dominoes tumbling, you shall see this begin to happen in only a matter of days now. According to new data received by the Earth Alliance, a substantial DNA expansion has been occurring among the beings of Earth over the last 30 Earth days, and over the next 2 Earth months this DNA expansion will become very noticeable. Recent Earth Alliance data indicates that in only a few Earth days from now, around November 5th, a spectacular global event will occur that will be the catalyst and the precursor for the coming grand event culmination. What we can tell you is this event is positive, however it will have quite a shocking effect on global human consciousness and will cause humanity to begin waking up even faster. The Pleiadians say the sudden global consciousness leap is the major turning point on Earth's ascension timeline. On December 21st, 2020, a magnificent celestial stargate will open in the heavens, which marks the dawn of the new age of Aquarius and the first day of the Satyug of central sunlight. At 11:11 a.m. UTC on the winter solstice, the long-awaited new era of light will finally dawn, and the new 5D Earth will be born on Earth. A 20-year Jupiter-Saturn great conjunction that falls on the most significant solar day of the year, the December solstice. At that moment, on Earth's Gamma timeline, powerful streams of super high-frequency central sun energy will begin flowing into Earth's atmosphere. This light has not been present on Earth since the days of Atlantis, and advanced science shows that 40 Hz frequency, 5D, gamma light will instantly recode DNA to a more complex order. The cosmic gates will be fully open on 12/21/2020, and the most powerful, unstoppable, and blinding stream of 40 Hz gamma light in history will blast through the heavens and flow into the planet, upgrading all sentient life in Earth's solar system to a more divine order. Every grand ancient stone temple and observatory on planet Earth was designed to track this divine light as it moves through the heavens. You will be the first beings to witness it with your own eyes. This is why you are here now. If you have inner eyes to see, Great One, you can see the grand ascension of humanity is now imminent on every front, and something really big is about to happen on planet Earth. Humanity is about to experience an evolutionary quantum leap in consciousness, and we can tell you that every being from every corner of the universe is here for a front row seat to witness the grand ascension of humankind. This grand now reality is the great time spoken of old by many prophets and visionaries when humanity would begin moving from the long period of a cosmic darkness into the blinding new golden age. As we mentioned, one major data marker in the latest cache of light forces intel shows, as of October 2020, a large sphere was detected moving behind the Earth's sun. This giant sphere was not only detected by the Earth Alliance, but by Earth-based solar observatories and a host of professional astronomers all around the world. The data shows that right now on Earth's timeline is the point on Nibiru's 3,600-year orbit through Earth's solar system, where this massive planet comes close to Earth again. This is just perfect galactic timing and all that is happening on Earth right now, because it all began with the Anunnaki and Nibiru, and is how the story ends. The Pleiadians often tell stories in our channels to activate your DNA, and we tell you this is the greatest story of all. The new Aquarian age brings in the realization of our true divine selves, and in this all things become possible, and a state of perfection is reached. We have maintained hope through it all, and we have overcome the whole world just to be able to stand on the earth and witness the magnificence of what is coming. The great time has finally arrived. Thank you for coming to Earth and for your great service to all of humanity. Godspeed, Michael and the Pleiadians. 5DEarthProject.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 220, Yellow Crystal Sun. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperate, dedicate, and universalize. The number 12 is associated with groupings, a dozen eggs, a juror of 12 peers. Jesus had 12 disciples. King Arthur had 12 knights of the Round Table. Today is about getting together with other folks and see if you like. Find your own people and see what you can achieve by cooperating. Today is Yellow Sun, which symbolizes enlightenment, life, and universal fire. Clearly working with others today will lead to enlightenment, and it's a good day to participate in a study group or a think tank. 12 minds are better than one. As always on Yellow Sundays, expect spontaneous revelations and good ideas to just suddenly pop into your head. The guide today is the Yellow Human, which represents influence, free will, and wisdom. Always when Yellow Human guides, he is urging us to follow our intuition. Go with your gut feelings today, and this will lead you in the right direction. The challenge today is the White Dog, which is a symbol of love, loyalty, and heart. People are thinking logically today with their heads and not their hearts. Make sure any decisions you make today are not too heartless. The occult power is the Red Dragon, which represents nurturing, being, and birth. If you've been feeling burnt out lately, maybe you need to take better care of yourself. Dragon offers magical opportunities for rebirth, so bonus points available for being good to yourself. The Ally is the Blue Storm, the instigator of changes. If you are going to do anything in a group setting today, make sure you have at least one Blue Storm. As an ally, they are a great supportive position. Today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Yellow Crystal Sun, Kin 220, 4 November 2020. Enlightening Connections. 4/11/2020 equal 4/11/22 equal 4/2/22 equal 4/24 equal 10 equal 1. 4 Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth, Angelic. 11 Portal, Gate, Polarity. 2 Twins, Partner, Cooperate. 10 Manifestation, Authority, Power. 1 New Beginnings, Original, Leader. Kin 220 equal 4 Angelic, Earth, Form, Foundation. Here comes the sun after the storm. The sun rises and brings out the rainbows. A very beautiful code on planet Earth after our momentous triple storm election day. Today we are uniting together to manifest beautiful new beginnings as we build a peaceful and solid foundation for Terra Nova. O fair sun, I turn to you knowing that a power which is like your light will give me all that I require this day. This is a very powerful prayer that you may wish to use to start each day, particularly if you are a sun gazer. Muchos gratitude to beloved Sister Arlene King, who channeled this while meditating in the Yucatan. Day 11 in the healing red moon wave spell of the goddess, who is enhancing our intuition and sensitivity as we purify our vessels in order to find our flow. Today is a day of enlightened connections with our planetary kin. On a yellow Sunday, the crystal tone creates the Buddha mind, an uninterrupted and powerful conduit for the universal or God mind. So today we are finding the pure flow of unified planetary consciousness. Hip hip hooray, divine perfection once more. Tone of creation, crystal, tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, mental realm. The other two mental tones are tone 4, self-existing, and tone 8, galactic. Yesterday we focused on dissolving and releasing any blocks, old patterns in order to liberate new flow and opportunities. At the crystal level of mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with other minds. Just as a crystal can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. Today we are joining and merging with other minds through the power of illumination as we unite as a global family, celebrating the victory of the light. Crystal days are brilliant for offering crystal clear clarity, which like a diamond further illuminates that which is being examined. We are connecting to and activating diamond consciousness through the planetary grid. Diamond enlightenment. The clear multifacets of the diamond ensure we have multidimensional access to clarity and universal wisdom. Crystal action, encompass, cooperation, and dedication. Thus, these days are great for networking, communicating, and seeking answers either through your own inner wisdom or by seeking out wise counsel. Crystal days are the days you schedule for meetings, negotiations, contractual agreements, brainstorming, writing, channeling, meditating, and communicating. Crystal tone people are fantastic advisors, thinkers, counselors, tarot card readers, writers, speakers, inventors, as they have a very clear and direct access to information. Crystal tone people have a natural affinity with the crystal mineral realm and can easily connect and communicate with the crystal deva, thus making them fantastic crystal healers, grid workers, and the like. Interestingly, many are also very adept at working with computers and IT that have a crystal chip. So today is a brilliant day to connect in any way, shape, or form and honor your crystal allies. A wonderful reprieve for our planetary family, bringing cohesiveness and unity consciousness through clarity, healing the division, separateness, and factional rifts between humankind. Planetary service to all the pyramids of the sun throughout the globe, particularly Chichen Itza, Teotihuacan, Mexico, and the Great Pyramid of Cholula, Mexico, are fully activated and communicating together, recalibrating to the higher unified 5D codes of love and unity consciousness. We are reprogramming Terra's crystalline grid to a much higher octave of pure consciousness. This time our planetary grid is fully programmed for peace, vitality, and prosperity, and so the giant super planetary computer will be broadcasting these codes to all who have the receivers tuned in to that station, that frequency. So focus on the crystal clarity of your higher mind today through the power of cooperation with others to transmit and receive these potent codes. Visualize all souls on earth with peaceful minds illuminated with higher consciousness, fully receptive to planetary unification, a day of greater connection to each other through our precious hearts and highest collective minds into Mother Gaia. The crystal storm purifies the mind to see and know the divine truth of what is, another brilliant tool to cleanse away confusion, stagnation, and the illusion of the veil, another refreshing wake-up call for humanity. We are collapsing blocks to love on a planetary level so that Terra Nova can once again return to her natural state. Open your hearts today as a flower to the sun and become the love that holds universes together. We are one. Today's question is, how can I cooperate with the planetary mind to elevate my mind, opening to the flow of pure, enlightened consciousness? Divine blessings for crystal clear and loving connections today. In Lakek a la Kin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 220, Yellow, Crystal Sun. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to enlighten. Universalizing life, I seal the matrix of universal fire. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of free will. And with that, beloved beings of light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your visions, your dreams, your synchronicities, through these powerful downloads, powerful activations and upgrades, up-leveling. And thank you all for leaving your amazing comments. I love them all. They really inspire me to keep putting out this information. And I'd love to respond to every comment, but I'm not a typist. And due to time limitations, I do read them all and I enjoy them very much. So keep them coming. And it is like the Akash of the electromagnetic field of this web network that is an electromagnetic field surrounding the planet. So the galactics see these comments, our higher dimensional teams are seeing it, and it's recorded in time and space through this medium and through this field of energy we call the internet or World Wide Web. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for their support, your financial support on Patreon and through donations. Now that I'm fully activated in my mission and out here and out west in Washington State, anchoring the Eagle Condor codes into the sacred portal for the new earth, I'm relying 100% on Patreon and donations. I'm about halfway to where I need to be able to do this every day full time, which I'm doing now, but I'm at the precipice that I'm looking for a place to live in Clark County. That's C-L-A-R-K. If you know of anything available, I would like to find a cabin in the woods that's secluded, or a cottage, anything, where I have total privacy for my work, for my ceremony, and for doing these videos. Right now I'm in an Airbnb type place, a cottage overlooking this beautiful valley, but it's very expensive. So I have to find something that's a little more reasonable. So if you know anything, please send an email to habanerosun@yahoo.com, habanerosun@yahoo.com. So I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light, Cherry or Sherry Montoya. I'm not sure. It looks like Cherry, but it could be pronounced Sherry. Thank you, Divine Sister of the Light, for your pledge and your support on Patreon. I'd also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Wendy High, for raising your pledge today. That is much appreciated. And I'd like to thank everyone that's continuing to support myself on Patreon. That's my main source of income now. Really my only source other than donations. I gave my business away in Cleveland to come on this mission out west and to be with my sacred condor, my goddess, my queen, my everything. So together we are transmitting the Eagle and Condor codes, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Heros Gamos, the Shakti Shiva energies, the Christos Magdalene, the Divine Union. So I thank you all that if it wasn't for you, I may not have even been able to go on this journey. I would have made it happen no matter what, but because of all of your support, it's helped me to be able to do what I've needed to do over the last 33 days here. So thank you very much from the top of my heart to the bottom to the middle and all around. I appreciate you all. And if you'd like to support my work and mission on Prime Disclosure, you can do so at patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. That link is in the description below. I'd also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, who I call our Mama Angel, Victoria Lillianquist, for your donation. Thank you, Sister of the Light. She is one of our closest team of the 144 that you can see her work on YouTube and Facebook. She goes on the New Jerusalem, I say Jerusalem, with Sananda quite frequently. Then she reports through her connections, through her Facebook and YouTube, and the Merkaba ships they come to her almost every night, which she films and uploads. I'd also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Linda Harrington, for your donation. Thank you, Sister. And I'd also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Brandy Martin, for your donation. Thank you very much, all of you. Because of all of you that I'm able to bring this information for free to the world and continue to do so into the future until we are fully reunited, until we're fully in 5D and on the new earth and the veil is fully lifted, that I will keep putting out these transmissions daily. 444 coming in now. So I'd like to finish this with some downloads that came in today about these waves of energy coming in, which is connected to the spiral that's been erected in Shasta that I've been speaking about, that's been transmitted to me through Blue Wolf. So you can connect with that energy by visualizing Shasta with the spiraling vortex into the crystalline core of Earth. And what is coming through, we have many codes with the 1118, the 1111, 1119, 3839, 88, and 3888 with the Admantine codes coming in. And this is connected with the Lyran Nation, the Lions, the Courage, the Judah. And this is the Adam and Eve Edenic codes of Eden, which is the original blueprint of paradise, of heaven on earth, in an unconscious state, which the code is upgraded to the eternal bliss consciousness of the new Eden, new earth, new Jerusalem, Yerushalem, from the great central sun of the central sun of the multiverse, manifesting through the central sun of the universe, Hunabku, and the central sun of the galaxy, and then the sun of our solar system, Solaris. And this is the Garden of Eden code. This is the true garden, the true paradise of conscious awakening. This is the codes of the new genetics, the 144 crystalline codes of the Christos consciousness, the cosmic consciousness. And this is the great remembering, the keys that open the door to paradise in a conscious state. And it is the rainbow bridge, which is flowing through us now, through our vessel, through our sacred temple, which is protected by the angelic legions of light. Here now, in this body, with the I Am presence and the violet flame of Saint Germain, here now in the pink rose of the Magdalene, the white rose, and the purple rose of the sacred condor, the black gold condor, that has opened, lifted all veils of separation, duality, suffering, to free us now, forevermore, for all eternal, the eternal life, the eternal light, that is our soul star spark that is activated now. So keep walking your sacred path with heart and shining your light brightly into the night. Divine ones, I love you all. Namaste.